My name is Fakir Hazard bin Abdul Malik. I am your news anchor, and today I am joined by Mr. Wafi, our government and logistic analyst. So today we will discuss about how geopolitical conflicts are affecting global transportation and Malaysia's supply chain. And the conflict in the Middle East, especially around the Strait of Hormuz, have caused delay and higher transportation costs. So these problems has affected many countries, including Malaysia, and because we depend on international trade for import and export. So because of that, let's go live with my friend, live straight from Port Klang.
Thank you, Fakrin. I'm reporting from Port Klang, Malaysia, largest and busiest seaport where international trade play a vital role in supporting the country economies. Malaysia is a major exporter of automotive components, including wiring harnesses, which are supplied to vehicle manufacturers around the world, particularly in Europe. Under normal conditions, this shipment travel from Port Klang to the Suez Canal, providing the fastest and most cost-effective route to European markets. However, due to security concern and ongoing tension in the Red Sea, many shipping companies have avoided the Suez Canal and reroute vessels around the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa. This longer route has increased transit time and transportation costs, creating challenges for exporters who depend on timely delivery to automotive manufacturers. Despite this disruption, Port Klang continues to play a critical role in supporting Malaysia's automotive export and maintaining connectivity with global market. Next, let's hear from our automotive industry expert who will explain the impact of this disruption on Malaysia wiring harness export. To help us better understand the impact of this disruption on Malaysia's wiring harness export, I'm joined by our automotive industry expert, Mr. Imran. Thank you for being with us today. Could you explain how this situation is affecting the industry?
Thank you, Reporter Najwa. As I mentioned earlier, the disruption of a major shipping routes has affected Malaysia automotive export. To understand the impact, we first need to know what a wiring harness is. Think of a wiring harness as a vehicle nervous system. It connects important components such as the engines, sensors, lights, and electronic system, allowing them to communicate and function properly. Without wiring harness, a vehicle simply cannot operate. So Malaysia is a key exporter of wiring harnesses to a major automotive market such as Germany, the United States, and the Asian countries. Because many manufacturers rely on just-in-time production system, these components need to arrive exactly when they are needed. So when shipping routes are disrupted and transit times become longer, even a small delay can affect production schedules and increase operating costs. What may look like a simple bundle of wire actually plays a critical role in keeping the global automotive industry moving. With that, I'm handing back to you, Reporter Najwa.
Thank you for that analysis. This situation shows how important reliable shipping routes are for Malaysia's automotive export. Reporting from Port Klang, this is Najwa. Back to you in the main studio, Fakrin.
Thank you, Najwa. Now we have heard about one of the products that we have exported. So now let's hear about the product that we imported. So we are gonna hear it with my friend straight from the Strait of Hormuz.
Thank you, Fakrin. I'm reporting from Jebel Ali Port. At present, operation at Jebel Ali are facing increased pressure due to the US-Iran conflict, as security concerns around the Strait of Hormuz have caused shipping delays, road adjustment, and a higher logistic risk for cargo moving through the region. Now, about the import of dates from Dubai to Malaysia, before the disruption, that's were transport using the baseline road, which was the normal supply chain. The cargo moved from a Dubai warehouse at Jebel Ali Port, then passed through the Strait of Hormuz, crossed the Indian Ocean and the Strait of Malacca before arriving at Port Klang, Malaysia. However, due to geopolitical tension and security risks around the Strait of Hormuz, companies adopted a resilient routes to ensure continuous supply. Instead of shipping directly from Jebel Ali Port, the dates are first transported by road from Dubai to Dammam, then to Jeddah Islamic Port in Saudi Arabia. From there, The cargo is shipped through the Bab al-Mandab Strait across the Indian Ocean and the Strait of Malacca before reaching Port Klang. To gain further insight into how these changes have affected the dates industry, let us hear directly from an expert in Dubai.
Thank you for having me. Dates are an important product, especially during Ramadan and festive seasons, where demand increases significantly in Malaysia and many other countries. Since most dates are imported from Saudi Arabia, UAE and Iran, any supply chain disruption can create serious challenges. For example, when there are delays in shipping routes, conflicts in the Middle East or issues at the major trade, or like the Strait of Hormuz, the supply of dates becomes limited. This often leads to higher prices and shortage in market. This disruption not only affects exporters but also retailers, wholesalers and food businesses that depend on a stable supply. In Malaysia, dates are considered a key import food product, so supply instability can directly impact consumers. To overcome these challenges, many companies are diversifying their suppliers, improving inventory planning, and using better logistics systems to reduce delays. Some companies are also building stronger partnerships with transport providers to secure smoother delivery. Overall, supply chain resilience is very important to ensure dates remain available, especially during peak festive demand. So that is all from my side regarding the impact of supply chain disruptions on dates exports. I hope this provides a clearer understanding of the current situation. With that, I will hand it back to you, Reporter Alia.
Thank you, Ms. Ayuni, for the information. With that, I will now hand the session back to Fakran at the studio.
Audio Jungle.
Thank you, Alia. Now, we all know that every problem requires solution to solve the issue. So now let's hear it straight from our government and logistic analyst about what should Malaysia do or what should we do, Mr. Wafi.
Thank you, Mr. Fakri. As a government and logistic analyst, I found that both wiring export and dates import face challenges due to disruption in the Strait of Hormuz. First of all, for wiring harness export, companies can reduce delays by diversifying shipping routes, increasing safety stock, and expanding trade partnership with countries outside the Middle East. And then for dates import, Malaysia can source dates from multiple countries and use alternative shipping routes to ensure a stable supply during periods of conflict. Many logistic companies are also adopting digital tracking systems and artificial intelligence to monitor shipment and respond quickly to disruption. These technologies help us improve supply chain visibility, reduce risk, and maintain efficient transportation operation. In conclusion, Malaysia can reduce this risk through supply diversification, alternative logistic routes, and the use of advanced technology. These strategies will strengthen supply chain resilience and help ensure the continuous movement of export and import in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wafi. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's report has given all of us many new knowledges and shows how conflict in one region can affect businesses and consumers around the world. So, Malaysia must continue improving their logistic system to stay strong and competitive. Thank you for watching Global Trade News. See you again. Bye-bye.